Now she done snuck around the house and came up high as I am in the yard. She done walked all the way around the house and came closer, sitting in the yard. Oh boy, I just don't know what to say about you, girl. Are you an angel? Are you a blessing in disguise? You gotta tell me about it, Father. Are you a blessing in disguise? I'm just going with the flow, but she can't come in, and I don't feel like petting and all of that. So I'm going with the flow. You down there and I'm up here. But are you a blessing in disguise? She just gonna make me give her, no, go back. Go back. You can't come up here. You cannot come up here. She just gonna make me give her some water. She done been laying down, rubbing her back all in the grass. We're just sitting. But I figure she might be thirsty because I'm drinking my drink, and I gave her some drink too. Just let me be friendly to you. But she want to come up and let me all pet her and everything, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh, Father, what is the message in this here? This is not no coincidence. This is not a coincidence. I look at everything as literal, a message. Call me crazy, but I do. She looked like she may have had some puppies a while back, because I see her nipples. They're not hanging or anything. They're dry. They're not hanging. But I don't know. But it's somebody's dog. The last time this happened, my kids were was about 11, 9, and 10, that age range. And right now, the three I'm talking about, they're like almost 30. And what happened when a dog just kept coming to the house, it was a puppy. It was a brindle pit. Let me put the TV on pause.
You know what? You know what I'm going to say, right? It's all about the soil. It's all about building soil health and the soil food web. Yeah,
it was
we're going to get out there.
We're
prepping beds. We're actually taking this ground that's
now
a new
he's
garden
talking
to us.
about gardening.
So we got some great infrastructure.
Yeah, I'll be listening to those messages on how to garden. Plants coming along very well. Just to show you real quick. Yeah, they're coming along real good. Where those beans at? These bad boys. No, they ain't wasting no time. But yeah, they're doing good. I'm thanking the Father. But the last time a dog just was very persistent about not leaving. My kids were 9, 10, 11, maybe in that age range. And now I think the oldest one, the three that I was with at that time, he's like 30, going on 30. And it was a brindle pit puppy. Beautiful puppy. Now, I'll do puppies any day. I'll do puppies. I'll do dogs. I used to love all animals. I don't have no problem with any animal. Big, small. But since I got attacked by that, locked up with that pit, I kind of strayed a little from the bigger dogs. And this is a big dog. She's big. She about up to my knees when she stand. But the brindle pit was a puppy. And one morning when my children was at the bus stop, a puppy came to our house, wandered down the street and came to our house. And I went to the kids' bus stop and was like, y'all know who puppy this is? Whose puppy this is? And the kids, all that were at the bus stop, all of the kids, they pointed to this man's house. And he stayed around the corner. So I took the puppy around the corner. I say, your puppy walked all the way around the corner to my house. And so I took the puppy back and everything. Never seen the puppy before, didn't even know the man or anything like that. But later on that day, I hear scratching at my door. This puppy don't walk through a neighborhood street around the corner to my house again, scratching at the door. Okay, so I picked the puppy up and walked a pretty tiger stripe, black and orange, color coded, looking like a greyhound. It was mixed with greyhound, a brindle pit mixed with a greyhound. So beautiful coat, beautiful puppy. So I picked the puppy up, walked it back to the man's house. I say, mister, now if he walked back to my house a third time, I guess the dog is really choosing where he want to be. Sure enough, before my kids got home from school, that dog walked right back to my house and was at my door. And from that point on, it was our dog. The man agreed, and it was our dog. My children, they grew up with the dog, the puppy, till it was grown, had babies, and she grew up with the kids, and they would be in the bed hugging. That dog would fight for them children. One time I was spanking my son. She gonna snap at me. I popped her behind. I wish you would. But she was like a human. I would tell her to go outside back when I was smoking drugs. This was when my kids left the home at that time. So now I'm by myself with her name was Hey You. I didn't know what to call her. I just kept calling her Hey You when she was a baby, a puppy. So I say, well, what I'm going to call you? What's your name going to be? And I said, well, it might as well be Hey You, because that's all I've been calling you all day, Hey You. So Hey You, she was just like a human. She and I was at the home alone for a while. Once my children, they went to my grandma's house. This was in 91 when the President Bush started that war with Iraq and Iran, and the man that I was engaged to, I've had so many engagements, but the man that I was engaged to at that time, he got sent off to the war. He was in special duties or whatever. He was a lieutenant, a major high rank in the military, and he had to go. And when he left, I backslide like crazy. I backslid. But anyway, my kids had to go home to my grandma, so me and the dog was left alone. But she and I, we had such a valuable, beautiful relationship. We understood each other very well. I could talk to her just like a human. One time I was in the house getting high and heard some noise. I was like, hey, you need to get up and go outside and see what that noise is. She got up, and we stayed in a bad neighborhood at that time. And she got up, she walked around the house, and sure enough, some guy was running from the police, and he hid in my backyard. And she got up, went out the house, went around the house, and picked him up in the backyard And I came and found out what she was barking and everything at. So, but yeah, that was crazy. But somebody stole Hey You when she, she wasn't as big as this one, but she had her first puppy. She was a teenager. She did have her babies. And somebody stole her and her puppies. That was crazy. And I went to jail, so nah, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, somebody stole Hey You and a couple of her puppies. And I was left with one puppy, one of her puppies. And sad story, I went to jail, and by the time I got back home, the puppy had, whatever. But yeah, that was the last time a dog chose to be with me without any choice of my own. But I don't know what she doing. So she'll probably wander back home wherever she belongs. She'll wander back home. But I don't know if you're a blessing in disguise. I receive you if you're a blessing in disguise. I'm not going to run away any blessings from above. But have your way, Father. Have your way. Have your way. Now, you know what's crazy? I just went and checked the mailbox, and my neighbor came outside and he said, I see you got you a dog. She done made you hurt, something like that. I see she wants you to be you. That's your dog now. I say, I couldn't do nothing but raise my hands up in the air. He said, that's your dog. I'll write her up a deed. I say, yeah, she got to pay rent. But what's so crazy is about a week ago, I had a dream about a freaking dog. But in this dream, the dog was like a rabies or something was wrong with that dog. And everybody was running from that dog. So what are you saying, Father? I tell you, I do not see anything as a coincidence. Father, were you saying that I would be scared of the dog and not see it for what it is? I don't know. But this is something unfolding, whether the dog chooses to live here or go back home wherever it belongs. Maybe the dog is being treated cruelly. I don't know. But that dream, I think the video was called Zombie or something. But in that dream was specifically about children and a dog. So again, Father, have your way. I don't want to run away from what you may be putting in my life as a blessing. Because sometimes blessings can be right in our face and we don't see it as a blessing. They be blessings in disguise. But God is giving us the eyes to see, the ears to hear. God is giving us clarity. So I thank you, Father, whatever message I need to receive from this here, exhibit in my face, whatever timely, present message. Thank you, Father, that I will hear it and see it very clearly, and I will receive it with a heart of love. I'll receive my blessing, whether it's a message or whether it's a literal dog. I'll have to accept it if the dog keeps hanging around. She chose to be here. But God knows better what we need better than we do. I've been thanking God for a companion. Will I show that I want a companion through the dog? As above, so below. If I could show companionship with the dog, will that open the door for the other physical human companionship that I'm asking for? Male husband companionship that I'm thanking God for? Our God is an awesome God. He works in ways that we can't figure it out, but we can have that spirit of flowing, letting whatever unfold. As long as there's peace and harmony in our heart, we go with the flow. And right now there is so much peace in my heart. Have your way, Father. Whatever, let it be, let it be. Let thy will be done. Because all you want to do is bless us and love us. But I'm thankful for however long she chooses to be here.